Fazer um negócio aqui, rapidinho. Meu Deus, como que o meu não tá aparecendo aqui primeiro? Não tá aparecendo em primeiro lugar não. Olha isso. Quando abre. Que isso, gente? Aparecendo pra ninguém. Que isso? Ei, 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 ei. Isso. História, continuar. Ó. Nossa. Ai. Tomou na moringa.
killed. I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Vai matando todo mundo da festa.
Fuck, man.
Eu não acredito. Eu não acredito. Eu não acredito. Não acredito nisso. Não acredito nisso. Não acredito nisso. O jogo crashou ali. Pelo amor de Deus. Vamos jogo de novo, filho. Seu OBS tá me tirando, cara. Tá me tirando. Passa lá agora. Olha só isso aqui também, meu pai. Tudo por baixo. Tinha passado ali já, mano. Ó.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. He gets everything, the other two not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. In Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. For this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Well, Passos is a bum ex-cop. Failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Like the action hero. Killing lots of people.
Como é que eu vou ler o chat? Ei, ei, ei. Ei, ei. Ei, ei.
Tempered, you were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
Ah.
I don't fucking know.
Fala aí, Bob.
Let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself
Grande
killed
Bob.
Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives,
It did, I saw it.
but no captives were ever booked.
Probably handed him off to the paramilitary death squads,
Caixa Preta?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard, but it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Ficar com a nenenzinha
I wasn't
depois.
too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band.
Hoje da live. Só pra passar essa parte, isso aqui era rápido.
But I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be.
Falta pouco.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Pesado pra caralho, tá cheio de chumbo. Comeu boi.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here. Call it evidence for De Silva. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence, but I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tá fazendo tudo sozinho.
Vai em frente! Você tem tempo! Vai! Se mexam! Essa vai pro pessoal lá de casa. Não vai tomar um tiro, idiota! Ai, meu Deus! Caralho! Fui atingido!
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now I just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Quem é que tá na live aí?
hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
What the fuck is going on here?
How much do you want?
What have you been doing?
I am a doctor. I help people.
What have you been doing here?
It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please.
What have you been doing?
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please.
Caralho! Caralho!
Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus.
E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. It was locked from the outside. They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Vi. Quem sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open. I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Arrombou a cara dele. Tem mais barra.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose, let's do it!
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried!
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right!
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
city was dangerous, friend.
I kind of like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you!
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
Fala aí, D22, beleza? Rodrigo Boladão. Fala aí, Rugão Orochi. O pessoal tá vindo pelo D22? Esse jogo aqui é massa, tô quase zerando já.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
Hashtag Rodrigo
I
Boladão.
just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you.
Alessandra, veio pelo Rodrigo Boladão também. Pessoal, se inscrevam aí, deixa o like. Se vocês se inscrever, vai aparecer o nome na tela, o nome de vocês. Yeah. Rugão Orochi. O Rugão Orochi tava sumido, né, Rugão?
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
Eu tô transmitindo agora, sempre The King of Fight também.
I know it was very wrong.
It's alright, it's done. And hey, I'm having myself a fun old time.
Vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir aí?
Figure I might as well die in the
Tá dando
sunshine.
pra ouvir o som do jogo da minha voz?
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming. You know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you.
Sua voz é muito alta. Ah, por causa do meu microfone que é gamer.
Life is worth living.
Não tá de boa.
If you say so, pal.
A voz tá alta. Vou falar um pouco mais baixo. É porque o microfone tava alto aqui.
Not him.
Microfone não, né? O meu headset.
Yes.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
E essa parte é sinistra.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, fudeu! Meu conta eu tenho tomado no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, mano.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocente! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! É aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara! E eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, ô, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, velho!
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him.
Diego, esse é outro canal de novo? Não, é o mesmo, Rugal.
I don't understand.
É o meu mesmo canal. Só que o YouTube tá tirando as inscrições do pessoal agora. O YouTube ele tá tirando as inscrições, não sei porquê.
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
Agora o bicho pega aqui, ó.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Sim, agora é Diego Play Games. Só que o meu apelido ainda é Portuga, né? Só que o meu canal agora é Diego Play Games. Acho que esse nome ficou melhor.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Ficou legal, né, esse nome. Ah, o jogo tá rodando lisinho aí. O jogo não tá travando não, né? Tá rodando liso, né?
Por favor, eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente anda por aqui, eu te prometo, cara.
Me dá um nome. Eu só fui...
Dá nome ao caraca. Ah, acertaram eles. Ele tá matando os inocentes. Bum, bum. Confirma. Bum.
It was time to leave this palace before somebody treated.
Ah, eles matam os
Last few
inocentes,
prisoners
cara.
were trapped in here, and more presently, seemed
Oh.
I was too.
Tá normal sua voz e tá muito alta. Mas o jogo tá rodando lisinho, né? Não tá travando não. Bum, bum, bum. O jogo tá rodando lisinho, né?
The security switch had to be in that booth. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. This was like throwing sticks at a hurricane. I needed something with a little more thunder.
Boa live, Portugal. Vou jantar aqui. Beleza, Rugal? É nóis, cara. Não se inscreve. Se o YouTube tiver tirado a inscrição, se inscreve aí de novo.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer? Quebra as pernas dele! Cadê seu respeito? Não estamos...
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Fala aí, Jonathan, beleza?
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. From the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Fala aí, Scarlett.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up half-wit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing
Conhecia não esse jogo?
Sooner or later, someone
Jogo é bom demais.
not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
E a esposa hoje conheço ela, enfim. No outro dia, na hora que cheguei, ela tinha saído. Vou ficar com essa bazuquinha aqui. Outra coisa dourada. Será que tem que ir aqui no elevador?
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Eu nunca joguei nenhum game da série Max Payne. Que isso, Jonathan? Max Payne é bom pra caramba. Fala aí, Wolf. Boa noite. Like. Ontem eu não zerei, não. Eu encerrei a live antes, porque tava muito tarde já. Aí agora é a parte final. A parte final. Tô quase zerando já. Ah, tu só viu o gameplay, né? Aqui tem que examinar. Não pegar essa arma. Essa arma tá aqui de graça. Não, tá doido. Pegar essa arma. Porra, tá trancando. Minha irmã curte muito o COD. Ah, qual Call of Duty? Era engraçado demais, Wolf. Agora sai que a pistola saiu daqui, saiu nada. Sim, o Call of Duty também é um jogo bom. Vou fazer live do Call of Duty depois também.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Fala aí, Manu! Boa noite, Manu. Esse cara vem com proteção. Toma aí a proteção, bom. Tá na mesa não. Toma proteção. O próximo Portuga disse que não tinha mulher. Olha aí, Manu. Eu sou a madame. Ah, madame. Eu não falei nada disso não. Não falei de nada disso não. Views. Ah, nem sei onde que eu entrei aqui. Não é pra cá não. A porta não abre. E essa também não abre. Essa aqui abre.
Fogo! Atacar! Você vai morrer aqui, amigão!
Ah é? Então toma. Boa. Então segura essa. Sim, a namorada. Mas aliás, ela tá de um jeito, né? Que nem. E jogou na mão.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast.
Jogaram o negócio. Eita porra! Fodeu. Não é pra cá não.
The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. This was a waste of time. If I didn't do something soon, I was gonna be crying myself to a very long sleep.
É pra subir mesmo aqui? Não pra enxergar quase nada. Eu tô lendo o chat também. Aí, ó. O negócio pousou ali, nem vi.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. The bastards had me locked in. The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. This was a waste of time. If I didn't do something soon,
Porra, pra onde aqui?
myself to a very long sleep.
Porra! Merda! É aqui não.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast.
Tem
This
que
was
ser
a waste
uma
of time.
saída aqui, não tem? Tem que achar uma saída aqui.
The doors were all locked. There had to be something else I wasn't seeing. If I didn't do something soon, I was going to be crying myself to a very long sleep. My
Aqui
eyes
assim.
and throat burned, but
Eita, vai pegar ele de bunda. Só no saco. Eita, na cabeça. Boa, 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 boa. No rabo. Oi. Só tomou balaço no rabo. Agora ele perde. Agora ele perde a. Vai tá mexendo no computador. Em CD.
there it was, the tape from the Bronco security system.
Olha o CD ainda lá.
Jesus,
Ah,
it
o
was
cara
that
matou.
guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Esse cara, quando pegar ele, tem que encher ele de bala, filho. Tem que encher ele de bala, que esse cara pega todo mundo inocente, cara. Ele vai merecer morrer bonito também. Ele enche os outros de bala. Então vamos encher ele de bala também. Deixa eu achar ele. Olha esse cara.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab.
Oi, arma brilhante, olha. Show. Eu jogo no pendrive, vou pedir meu esposo pra achar esse jogo. Esse jogo aqui é bom. É de PC, versão de PC, mas tem pra Xbox e PlayStation 3.
Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we can.
Achou ele.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Ele fugiu. Eita, cheio de gente. Eita, caralho. Muita bala, filho. Dança. Dança. Eita, caralho. Dança. Dança. Chegou o coxinha. Como que o cara escapou assim tão rápido? Vai junto, adiante, comida aqui, vou deixar a live rodando, ver como termina. Beleza, Scarlett.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past.
Tem quantas pessoas assistindo aí no YouTube?
More goddamn security doors.
Trancado. Nossa. Ah, tem 3 pessoas. E o restante já saiu, já, assim.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best.
Pede arrego. Pede arrego. Bum, 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 bum. Só na boca. Só na boca. É o Playboy. Ah, o Playboy. Protegendo o caralho. Eita, eita! Que isso? Foi bonito. Eita, na boca.
Felt like I was going around in circles,
Na
getting
boca.
further away from the truth. I had to find my way out of there.
Engoliu bala, filho.
Não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, perdi! Beleza, perdi!
Perdeu, tu tá nessa equipe, rapá.
Filho da puta! Cusão do caralho!
Abre o fogo! Morre!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Puta que pariu! Você tá vivo, velho! Pega ele! Vamos! Fica alerta!
Ah, o Wolf tá rindo.
Vamos acabar com essa merda agora! Vamos indo!
Se estiver na beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be?
Puta que pariu!
Jonathan tá vendo, né, Jonathan? Você tá vendo a bagunça dos caras atirando aqui.
Couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was
Se
a
eu
waste
tivesse
of bullets. This
agora.
cover was too good.
Fala aí, Wellington. Boldo ali. Chá de boldo.
You're even crazier than I thought!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
I'll think of you when I get my promotion! You don't know when you're lost, do you? You should know when to walk away!
Tem que dar pra quebrar essa porta. Tem que chamar ele pro fight. É só pegar essa escopeta aqui.
What are you hoping to achieve here?
Chá de boldo.
You were doing so well! You had to go and spoil it! Do you even know what you're getting for?
Tem que apertar algum botão aqui, ó. Pra tirar ele lá de cima, que ele não sai.
I hoped I'd be the one.
Ah, tem uma escada aqui, ó. Ah, não dá. Ele bota a mão só, ele é esperto. Acho que tem que quebrar todas as luzes.
Give Rodrigo my regards! Shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Silva!
Pegar uma arma com mira aqui, cara. Ah, o teto, o teto. Porra, não, agora não dá pra quebrar o teto, pô. Ó, fica aí, filho. O teto vai... Ah, agora ele escapou, né? Não dá pra entrar. Vai jantar? Oi, na boa, na testa. Caiu, filho da mãe. Ah, volta pra lanhar mais ele, porra.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this and I could feel
Não,
it.
volta pra lanhar ele. Becker.
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? There's a good fellow.
Mas como sangue.
I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Ai, tomou.
They had barred the door. My only hope
O Wolf faz na roxinha.
They would try to fly out of
Faz na
here.
roxinha.
Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
Eu tô fazendo na roxinha
Of course, I knew
também.
they were looking for me, but the airport was about the only place a fat gringo.
Ah, o mano é o playboyzinho.
There or a sex club.
Playboy.
Parado aí!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force, and they were out for me. But then I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Ah, só tem pistola e caralho. Pode botar o link do seu canal aí, Wolf. Pode botar o link. Boa. Vai fazer live não, Elito? Cadê Bold? Interessante. Tô quebrado, tá cansado, né? Depois da live aqui eu vou ficar com a Princesa Gaja.
Felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Tá sem microfone, Rolf? Só não coquejo. Dinheiro tá difícil mesmo. Ai, quando olhou, tomou. Eita, bola.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Tomou muita bala. Esse tomou muita bala. Esse tomou muita bala.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Ó.
Continue atirando! Continue atirando! Vai em frente! Eu te dou guarida! Preste atenção na
Melhor música agora, a música. Show de bola.
Você não passa de um cadáver pra mim!
The gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge. I'd rather not be blown up today.
Você não passa de um cadáver pra mim!
Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
nesses lugares aqui.
Por favor, conduzam crianças, idosos ou deficientes até a próxima saída de emergência.
There weren't any other flights clogging up air traffic control. Victor would be clear for takeoff as soon as he was ready. They weren't gonna wait for me to wave them goodbye. If I wanted to be part of the sending off party, I had to step it up.
Por favor, conduzam crianças, idosos ou deficientes até a próxima saída de emergência.
I had no reason to hang around these gates. They weren't here and the shops were closed.
Porra, é onde aqui, cara? Ah, o cartador não foi desse lado.
Por favor, mantenha a calma e sigam as instruções dos funcionários do aeroporto.
Keep going, Max. They're here somewhere. Find them.
Daqui veio daqui, não foi? Estourando, mano.
Não aceite pacotes de estranhos. Fique alerta.
Porra! Tem um lugar de entrar aqui pra pegar o voo, cara. Aqui.
Terminal was down the escalators. didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on.
Esse é o jogo que mais fala palavrão em português da hora. Sim, sim, Max Payne. E olha que ele é americano, só os caras do Brasil que falam em português, fica xingando. Eita, agora veio um monte. Eita, uma perna, eita caralho! Caralho, essa agora levou ele bonito. Tuco na perna, no joelho, no braço. Essa levou bonito. Ih, no outro trem. Todo pipocado. Agora eu sei como. Deixa eu botar o casaco aqui agora, que agora esfriou aqui. Caralho. Agora tá frio, pera aí, que eu botei no pause. Caraca, irmão. Pronto, só botei o casaco aqui. Tá frio agora. Tá frio. Tá frio, meu irmão. Tá frio pra dedê. Tá conseguindo me ouvir aí?
Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on.
Olha como que ele pulou.
Was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks. Let me walk in the main entrance.
Todo lanhado de novo.
Grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
Botou proteção. Ela falhou.
What do you expect to achieve here, Mr. Payne? Do you understand this place, Max? He ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker.
Fala aí, Márcio Bigu. Caralho, é muito caro aqui, mano. Estavam jogando Dinocrisis? Dinocrisis também é bom. Max Payne Max Payne. Mas por que eu lanhei todo mundo aqui já? E ele consegue ainda pegar o meu boneco. Você não pode deixar ele fugir. Salve, Beco Douradinho. Ah não, olha lá. Ele explode ali, ó. Eu não lembro o que tem que fazer com ele aqui. Aqui a câmera fica cinenta. Não dá pra pegar o carro. Aí tá lá. Tá vendo mais carro agora na polícia. Aí, agora vai pegar ele. Bom. Eita, estourou ele. Eita. Eita, perdeu o bracinho. Eita, lanhou. E o Max Payne também ficou lanhado. Caralho, que explosão, mano. Ele ficou sem um cabelo. Ficou sem um cabelo. Ficou sem um cabelo. Ah, deixa ele aí assim, ó.
Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a
Ah, não tira não, deixa ele assim.
And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Joguei várias vezes esse jogo e nunca zerei. Esse nunca zerou não?
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close!
Lança granada.
There's a whole team of them! Over on the right! We're taking damage! Come on! We've got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without the car!
Boa!
That about sums it up.
They don't want us getting down this runway! Can you aim like an army and not quick like one? Right in front of us! I'm normally a behind the gas kind of cop!
Only I've been one of them too.
This car ain't so good! That's them!
Também gosto bastante de Resident. Ah, ele lá, ó.
Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with.
Okay!
Vai sair do país não, viado. Eu também gosto mais de Resident. Cheguei a zerar. O jogo é grande, ó. Ó,
Max!
coisa aí, ó.
No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him.
Todo manhado.
Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I walk.
You'll walk with a limp.
Tá na Bahia agora, ó. Max Payne na Bahia. Eita, tá na Bahia.
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide.
Ah, foi enforcado na cela dele.
In a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is underway.
justice.
Local residents expressed outrage.
Mataram ele dentro da cadeia. Porque ele, né, fez isso aí com um monte de gente. Conseguiu recuperar o dinheiro? Eita! Foi pra Bahia, recuperou o dinheiro, saiu de barbinha, carequinha, de boné, saiu tirando onda. Pô, foi terminar logo na Bahia, mano. Caralho! Que jogo show! Boa! Boa! Rapaz! Show de bolinha, babá! Show de bola! Quem é que tá na live aí ainda? Chimbanda champeu a beijo do pompa dreamer Dá pra cortar não. Ai, deu pra cortar. Ó! História arcade, história, selecionar capítulo. Capítulo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 capítulos, mano. Caralho, muita coisa, mano. 14 capítulos. Então, todo mundo sabe aí. Zerei aí o jogo zeradinho, ficou bonitão. Então, só sabe, assim que eu zero, eu vou encerrar a live aqui agora. Mas depois eu abro live de novo. Beleza, pessoal? Valeu, Márcio Bigu. Valeu, Beco Douradinho. Valeu, Playboy. Valeu, Wolf. Valeu a todos aí pela presença de todo mundo. Valeu, obrigado, é nóis. Aqui, ó. Obrigado a todos pela presença. Estamos juntos, pessoal. Valeu, pessoal da The Live, da Roxinha, do YouTube, da minha página do Facebook, do meu perfil do Facebook. Valeu a todos aí, tamo junto, é nóis. Valeu, galera. Valeu, galera. Até logo mais, então, na próxima live. Valeu, tamo junto. Até a... Deixa eu botar aqui de novo. Porque na roxinha não foi. Até a próxima live. Então, pessoal. Vamos ver agora na roxinha. Vai agora. Foi. Beleza, tamo junto, pessoal. É isso aí. Valeu. É nóis.